Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and we give you the non-biased information you can use to make informed decisions. And guys, we're going to go over a couple of things that I think will help you make a lot more money and better decisions for the next bull run. Because there's a lot of different sectors that have a lot of stories and, sexy stories coming out that might make that sector pump. And so I want to kind of talk about which sector that I think may lead the next bull run, because we all want to be on the number one horse, or at least in the right sector. So we're going to dive into that. And what got me going is that there was some new news coming out about some scaling updates for Ethereum, and that is a game changer. At least that's what the developers tell me, and some people are saying it can kick start the next bull run. I don't think it's going to kick start the next bull run. I could be wrong, but I guess a lot of it's going to depend on the timing. But I want to dive into the layer 2s that literally might be the number one performing sector in the next bull run, and have the number one token that outperforms everything. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be layer 2s, but we're going to talk about it. And another thing, guys, if you stay with me, this is going to help you think about how to diversify your portfolio. Because, I work one-on-one with a lot of customers, and they think they're diversified because they have 20 different tokens, but they're in the same sector. And the thing about it is, guys, the big money, the smart money rolls from sector to sector, like what you're looking on the screen. The big money, pick out a token or two and a sexy story for the layer 2s. It starts a little FOMO, even in the bear market, and it definitely in the bull market. And it starts to invest early. It starts to pump it. We FOMO in. That gives them the exit liquidity. They move into banking. They'll move into the memes. They'll move into gaming. They'll move into the AI. So if you're diversified, guys, it's going to help you make a lot more money, because whichever sector starts to pump, pretty much all the legit projects in that sector will pump. So this is going to be a lot of information that'll help you across the board. But mainly, I want to talk about if the layer 2s are the projects that are going to lead the next bull run, because we just got some bullish news out about the Ethereum scaling update, and according to the information I'm getting, it's a big deal and it's a game changer. One developer said that depending on the layer 2 that you pick, it's going to change the gas fees, lower the gas fees 10x to 100x. Now, this has been what everyone's been waiting on, so that's some pretty exciting news. But let's talk about all of it. And before we do, hit that like button. Let's go. Well, here's the news, guys. It's called the EIP 4844, Pronto Dank Sharding. Some people call it the blobs sharding. Believe me, guys, that's over my head. All I know is it's going to lower gas fees substantially. Now, just like this article mentioned, it's saying that it could kickstart the bull run. Now, if it has timing with the halving and something like that, or with a Fed pivot, it definitely could kickstart the bull run. But I've been wanting to have this conversation for a while, because if you think about it, guys, in the next bull run, you're going to have a lot of different sectors that might lead. A lot of people think it's banking. I personally don't think it's banking. I think it's going to come down to, say, AI, a layer 2, gaming, or, believe it or not, the Bitcoin ecosystem. Because, guys, you got projects like Stark that is absolutely amazing. And I think everyone, not Starks, Stacks, projects like Stacks that, you know, since we had the ordinals and the DeFi and the smart contracts and all that being built on the on the Bitcoin ecosystem, guys, that is going to be a sexy, sexy story. Just like this layer 2s are getting the story about lowering the gas fees up to 100x, it's going to be a sexy story. Well, we've already seen how sexy AI is. Everyone needs to stack some AI, in my opinion, not financial advice. But, you know, banking's been going on a long time, the so-called banking reset. I just think that's overplayed, but I do own the banking tokens. But I don't think they're going to lead the bull run. And then basically, you know, you could have something like DeFi that comes out of nowhere or something else. But we know that gaming is always one of the sectors that can outperform in a blink of an eye. But who knows? But in this video, what I want to do is cover the 3 projects that I think, if you're looking to stack a layer 2, that might outperform. And I'm going to tell you which one I think I'm going to pick. Even though I own MADI, it might not be the one that outperforms. Now, ARBITRUM just launched this year, guys, and this thing pumped and pumped and pumped, and now it's pulling back pretty hard. But as far as the growth, it outperformed Optimism as far as fee structure and fees. But the market cap grew really fast, and it's almost as big as MADI. That being said, MADI just got some really bullish news, and I'm not going to get into it, but MADI is having an entire restructure. They're changing the tokenomics, and I'll do a video on that. But they're basically going from the MADI token to the POL token. I think it's POL. It may be POLY. But anyway, they're converting the token, and there's a lot of things going on in MADI. And according to the developers, it's really, really positive. I've had a few developers tell me that it wasn't, but for the most part, everything I've read and the few developers I've talked about, they seem to think it's a big, big deal. Now, I own MADI and I want to stack more MADI, but it's holding really, really strong. But I want it to get back down to the low of this bull run. Let me see what I'm looking at. I don't think I'm looking at the right. This map doesn't seem to be. Yeah, it did. Okay. Oh, I got it. Hold on a second. I had it on log. I was going to say, I think we can get down to, you know, a new low for the bull run or for the bear run. So I'm going to start stacking somewhere. What is that? That is, this number right here is 63. That doesn't make sense. That's 42 cents. Hold on one second. We're at 50. Yeah. So 39 cents. 40 cents, 50 cents. I mean, you could start stacking right here, but it's starting to bleed against Bitcoin. So I'm going to let it fall. But guys, that could be a substantial upside, and I think MADI could definitely make a new all-time high for the next bull run. Now, here's the project that I think is going to be the project to watch, and it's Optimism. And Optimism, the reason I like it is the developer that I talked to, he told me that in the developer community, they thought it would be the one that benefited the most from this new update on Ethereum. But also, guys, it can do a 4 or 5x if it catches ARBITRUM or MADI as far as the market cap. So if it is the one that outperforms, it's going to give you that extra 3 or 4x. So I think Optimism is the one to watch. But no matter what, guys, to me, MADI is a blue chip. It's absolutely going to do really well. Will it melt faces? I don't know. I'm not in love with the tokenomics, but I think I might stack all 3 of them. All 3 of them, it really depends on the chart, but I want to see Optimism get back to here, the low of its bear market was like 46 cents. So we still got a ways to go, because guys, there's a big difference of stacking it, say 50 cents, than where it is almost at $1.50 now. That's a 3x. So I need a pullback, but it may not give it to us. But if it can break this low right here of $1.10, something like that, the next stop should be down below $1 at least. I think it would have to have an event to get down to here. But if Bitcoin goes and starts to test its low of the year, everything should probably do the same. And that's when I would definitely start stacking this. Anyway, guys, that's just something I wanted to bring to your attention and really find out from my community what you guys think. What do you think is going to lead the next bull run? And the reason I think, for instance, that the layer ones may, outside of what I said, is there's going to be a competition, guys. They're all not going to make it. They may all make it through this bull run, but we don't need 5 or 10 layer 2s. One big powerhouse like the next Google is all we need. I don't know how many we're going to have, but the one that gets the lion's share is the one we want to try to get behind. But they're going to fight it out, so they might all pump from everyone placing that bet to see which one's going to get the lion's share. But that being said, I don't know if it's layer 2s. I think AI is definitely ones that I'm stacking. And then, of course, gaming, guys. You got to have some horses in gaming. But right now is not time to stack any gaming projects. They're a lot more risky. Some of those developers and projects could developers could jump ship. The projects might not make it through a big long recession or whatever. So I think they're highly risky. But once the bull run starts, if we're lucky and history repeats itself, Bitcoin's going to take off. Ethereum will take off. The Bitcoin dominance will start to flip. Your altcoins will start to pump behind Ethereum, like HBAR, XRP, Quant, those projects. And then here come like the AI and the higher risk, the new projects, and the gaming. Maybe even throw some Metaverse in there. But those low cap, high risk gaming tokens that have great projects and a lot of developers and sexy stories, those things could do a 2-3x a day in, day out for a month or so. So we want to be prepared for that. It's going to be hard for anything to outperform gaming. But guys, in my opinion, just like I tell all my coaching clients, take profits or become the profits. That's not financial advice, but guys, the number one thing that I've seen in all my coaching customers, by far, 9 out of 10 have taken a small amount of money, made a large amount of money, and wrote it all the way back down to a small amount of money. Because whether they set a number, right? They said, well, I'll sell when I get to X. It didn't get to X. Or it pumped and pumped and pumped, and they never thought it was going to stop. And they didn't take any profits. Or something just changed. And either way, guys, they did not dollar cost average. They didn't pull out their initial money. They didn't do anything correct. I say that with love, but I don't want that to happen to you. So anyway, guys, if you're interested in my coaching, it's $250. You'll get 3 to 5 phone calls or Zoom calls with me. We'll take a look at your portfolio. We'll go through your mindset. We'll go through your risk reward tolerance, your goals, and we'll try to get you a game plan and get you where you have a system in place and some rules to follow so that you won't fall for the FUD and you won't fall for the FOMO. No matter what happens, you're going to have a game plan and you're just going to execute. And guys, we're going to take some profits. And if you don't know how to dollar cost average out or don't know when, guys, I think it's money well worth it. If you have an interest, I'll pin my email up above in the comment section and down below. Just reach out and I'll send you an email and we'll talk about it. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think. Which sector do you think is going to win or lead the next bull run. I think if I had to guess, AI or gaming, but my third choice, and you have a real case that there could be a real war go on between the layer 2s for the dominance of which layer 2 can help scale Ethereum the most. But guys, I can't be more bullish. I know it's rough times, but keep watching these videos, keep educating yourself, keep getting a game plan, and keep stacking cash on the side. That's not financial advice, but guys, I'm not running into anything. I did a video about which is the best altcoin to buy for like September and for probably the rest of the year. And that is that altcoin is not technically an altcoin. It's a stable coin like USDC or whichever one you pick. I think cash on the side. If you start stacking cash and get ready for the bull run, ready to jump into the projects, if we get capitulation, guys, you'll be happy. Get to stacking, guys. Get to stacking. Not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. I'm stacking more cash. Get them in stable coins. Get ready in case tomorrow we wake up and the stock market's down 25% and Bitcoin's making a new low. Altcoins are falling apart. Guys, you don't have time to sit around and think about it for 2 weeks. You gotta have a game plan. That's where my coaching comes in. That's where this channel comes in. I wish everyone well. I want us all to capitalize on the biggest opportunity in history. Can't be more bullish. That being said, let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button and come back, guys. Be part of this community. Take care.